Today we're playing more Tarkir Dragonstorm, and I have to admit we've drafted like 4 Abzan decks in a row because it's always open. I kind of see why it's open. Best I seem to be able to do with it is like 4 wins, and it feels solid to me. But certainly not like, I don't know, I just feel like sometimes you come up into a matchup where even with a really good Abzan deck, you just don't get there. So in this draft, I'm going to do what everybody else is doing. I'm going to see if I can force red-white aggro or 5-color dragons. And let's see how that feels. So pick one, pack one. We open Frostcliff Siege. I mean, this is a card draw engine. And a win con. I can see taking that for a first pick. There's also Wingblade Disciple, Fleeting Effigy. I'd say Frostcliff Siege is better than both of those. No removal, no fixing. We've got the Jeskai Monument, but yeah, I think we can take Frostcliff Siege here. It's good in like 5-color dragons, and if Jeskai ends up being really open, or Teamer, then we can play either of those. Yeah, I think this is a, I'd say like an A- card in that it's a 3-mana enchantment that does nothing, but the card advantage it presents is very, very powerful. So that's our pick one, pack one. What we need to prioritize is bombs, removal, and fixing. So we have got an inevitable defeat here. Mardu card, Exile Drain 3. That's probably not as good as Dispelling Exhale and Molten Exhale. Following the Frostcliff Siege, I'm just going to take the Molten Exhale here. I think Dispelling Exhale is very, very good. Would I prefer to actually just take... I guess this is better against the aggro decks. This is better against the, you know, the mirror match. But this is pretty good in the mirror. I'm going to take the Molten Exhale. I think red is a little more contested as well, because, you know, both decks in the format quite like those red cards. Now there is a Dragon's Prey in Evolving Wilds, and a Spectral Denial. We're going to pick that up. Pretty happy to be starting off blue. We've got a removal spell, a counter spell, and kind of a bomb in the Frostcliff Siege. Is Purging Stormbrood a dragon that we want to play? 5 mana 4/4. The combat trick is very good. Is that better than Osseous Exhale or a Focus the Mind? Yeah, I do think this combat trick is very good. It's probably going to be double off color for us, but that is fine. That is fine. So there is a Dragonstorm Forecaster here. I'm not really that interested in picking this up so early. I can see just taking the Thornwood Fools, Mardu Monument. I mean, that's kind of both of our fixing colors. Yeah, I think I'm taking the Monument here. If we build like a base blue-green deck, then this gives us splashes of all the other colors, so that does seem pretty good. Now, Constrictor Sage is good. Keru Goldkeep is very good. And it should be splashable for us because we do want to be base blue-green. Is that better than the Jungle Hollow? Yeah, you know, I'm going to take the Keru Goldkeeper. Over removal and fixing, because I do think the 5-color fixing is a lot more important in this deck. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. And I wouldn't say this is a bomb, but it might be an easy creature for us to cast on a black splash if we go base blue-green and we splash red-black right now. So it feels fairly easy to play in a 5-color deck, and we've made quite a few like non-aggressive picks. Still, yeah, I'm not seeing the aggro cards as open here. Veteran Ice Climber, I think is great. It's an early creature, works really well with the Frostcliff Siege. Better than Riverwalk Technique. I think Swiftwater Cliffs would be my take if I wasn't taking the Ice Climber here. Blocks fairly well as well, so I think that's all around a good creature. And also, if you can put like any power and toughness on it, any counters on it, then it becomes a serious win con that your opponents need to deal with. So I can take to Sultai Devotee here or a land. I'm going to take the Sultai Devotee because, again, we want to be base blue-green. And so that fixes for both of those important colors, which is very good for us. So there is nothing here that I really want to take. Just going to take the Sun Shield. Yeah, we want to be base blue-green. That's what we're looking for. Red, black are our secondary colors. And we'll see if we even want to splash white. We might not want to. Yeah, right now I'm not splashing white. I'm not playing the Sun Shield. So maybe that was a bad pick. I should have just taken something I could play. Well, we have Ice Ridge Serpent and Wayfarer. I think I'm just taking Wayfarer here. It finds lands. Finds lands, and that matters. Rite of Renewal is fine. I think it's better than Champion of Doosan in this deck. Better than Gurmag and Nightwatch in this deck. Just it doesn't really do much, but it's fine. Snowmelt Stag is also fine. If I were playing one of these, I'm not sure which one I would actually play. We're not splashing for the Croc. So we've got 11 decent cards here. We need more removal, more fixing. A little bit more of everything, really. But certainly, I think fixing is the most important thing. Yeah. We sort out our fixing, and then everything else gets easier, because we can take whatever random cards we want. Stadium Headliner is a very good aggressive card. But we have got access to Nomad Outpost, Riling Dawnbreaker, and Narset's Rebuke here. Sorry, that was fire. I don't know if that came through on the mic, but that was a fire alarm. We could also take Sarkhan's Resolve. I can see that being right. Nomad Outpost does give us all three of our off colors, though. So I'm going to take that. Now, there's a Severance Priest. Rakshas's Bargain is probably the card that I want. Sargu Wildling is also in this pack, and that is very good. But Rakshas's Bargain is much, much better. Oh, there's also a Caustic Exhale. So, I mean, this is a good pack. I want the Bargain. I want Wildlings. I want the Caustic Exhale. I'm going to take the Bargain. Now, there is another Sarkhan's Resolve that we could take here. I can also see just taking Durgar Island Dragon over Sarkhan's Resolve. Just another big dragon. Yeah, I think so. This has a lot of utility. I think it's worth taking. Now there's a Sargu Wildling, a Spectral Denial, an Armament Dragon, and an Opulent Palace. That's tough. That's tough. Fixing, I think, is what we should take. Do we take the Opulent Palace or the Sargu Wildling? I guess I take the Wildling. Yeah. Okay. And now there's another Sultai Devotee, which is very good. And is another piece of not quite 5-color fixing, but it gives us access to everything but red. And it's a Death Touch creature. So I think that is worth it. I mean, all I really want from this pack is Armament Dragon. There's nothing else that I think is even really worth taking. And Armament Dragon is pretty strong. It's just hard to cast. But we should have access to black and green pretty easily. It's just the white splash is awkward. We'll take it. Kishla Skim is very good. And there's nothing else in this pack that I'm interested in at all. So I'll take the Kishla Skimmer. So we have quite a few good 2-drops. But I guess I'm looking at Snowmelt Stag Rite of Renewal as potential cuts. I'm taking Sarkhan's Resolve here. And I don't know if I want a second Sarkhan's Resolve. I can see just taking the Sage of the Fang. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good with the Armament Dragon, with the Keru Goldkeeper, with the Einok Wayfarer even, and putting counters on the Veteran Ice Climber is good. So, if I didn't take that, there was something else in that pack that might have gotten played, but I'm going to cut the Snowmelt Stag. So we could just... I could see taking Blossoming Sands here. That gives us another splash for the Armament Dragon. Is that better than Essence Anchor? I quite like Essence Anchor. I do also like Durgar Island Dragon. But I'm going to just take the land. None of these cards are gonna see play. We also don't want any of these. We might play the Cruel Truths if we need playables, but I think we're going to get there. We're at 19 cards going into pack 3, and we opened a Bloomvine region. So that's really good fixing. Oh, no, it's not. Only fetches Forest. So it's a Cultivate. Got it. But then it's a good Dragon's Payoff. If we get back, like, Stormplane Detainment or something, that'd be good. We're probably going to get Sarkhan's Resolve back. And that's okay. Like, it's not very good removal, but... yeah, it is okay. Okay, cool. So we take the region. We have another Kishla Skimmer. Not sure about that. Sinkhole Surveyor is, like, also insane. That can absolutely just win a game by itself. But we could take the Sandstep Citadel. Yeah. I don't know. Sandstep Citadel is just a better forest. And what I actually want is more removal. So I'm going to take the land. Herd Heirloom. Fleshcrafter. Stormshriek Feral is very good. Is it better than Herd Heirloom? Only to cast a creature spell? Well, that does allow us to play all of our dragons. And everything we have to splash is a dragon, is a creature, except Frostcliff Siege. Yeah, Herd Heirloom is really strong. Let's take that. So we're at 20 cards. Opulent Palace is a very good land for us. But I'm going to take another Sargu Wildling. So our fixing is looking great. I can see taking Temur Devotee. I can also see taking Boulderborn Dragon. But what I really need is removal. In the absence of good removal, do I just want another 2-drop creature that can defend and fix? No. I don't want another 2-drop creature. We do have plenty. Well, there's a Dragon Brood's Relic, and we have loads of 2-drops, so that's good fixing. Still no removal of any color, of any kind. Yeah, I'm just not seeing any. So I guess if we don't have the removal, we're going to have to play the Sun Shield, but let's wait and see. I mean, Riverwalk Technique is kind of interaction. Taking that, we do have 2 Death Touch creatures. Maybe Alesha's Legacy is good, but I'm going to take the Riverwalk Technique. And I think I'm going to cut the Rite of Renewal. But that's a maybe. That is a maybe. I guess we have to play the second Sarkhan's Resolve. And I don't think I'm going to play Alesha's Legacy. Don't think I'm playing second Rite. If anything, we're playing Embermouth Sentinel, but I don't think we need to. And I don't think we need 3 Sarkhan's Resolves. It's like Essence Anchor coming all the way back around is interesting because it is a good card. I don't think we're playing it, though. We might. We might. And the Devotee is probably just better than the Rugged Highlands. Okay, we got our 3rd Sarkhan's Resolve anyway. So, it's a pile. I really don't know. I'm really not sure how to build this deck. So we're trying stuff out. We are in our testing era. Team of Devotee is worse than Sultide Devotee, so I'm just going to snip that off now. We don't need 3 Sarkhan's Resolves. We might need to play 2. Kishla Skimmer. 2 mana 2/2. Oh, excuse me. 2 mana 2/2 with flying is good. We have got Rite of Renewal, Keru Goldkeeper, Sage of the Fang. Those are all ways to trigger the Kishla Skimmer. I don't think that's that impressive. Yeah, I'm not that... I'm not that impressed by Kishla Skimmer in this deck. I want my 2-drops to... Like, it might draw us 1 or 2 cards. But most of my 2-drops fix. So, if we cut the Kishla Skimmer and the Sage of the Fang... I can see that. And then we either cut Keru Goldkeeper, which, like, the static ability does nothing. It's a 4 mana 3/3 flying with Renew 5, 2 counters, and a flying counter. Everything over here has flying. We have 2 Sarkhan's Resolves. Would I rather just have Rite of Renewal? Yeah. I think so. So I think I'm cutting these. But then Essence Anchor. No, we cut Essence Anchor, and I think we play either the Dragon or the Sage of the Fang. I think we play Sage of the Fang. It's more counters. The flying counter doesn't matter. And this overall gives more counters to an Ice Climber or something. So we need, because we have Herd Heirloom, Mardu Monument, Dragon Brood's Relic, we only need 1 Red Pit. I think, and we already have a Nomad Outpost. We do have some mill, but only an Inok Wayfarer. And we've got the 2 Sargu Wildlings. We can go down to 1 mountain. So right now we have 6 islands. And that's it. We want to bump that up. Is it worth playing the Blossoming Sands? It is. Yeah, the islands are tough, actually. 6 islands is not quite enough, but we need 1 swamp, 1 mountain. We have the Nomad Outpost and the Sandstep Citadel. I can see cutting the Nomad Outpost. But green is by far our most important color. So we have 6 forests, 7, 8 green sources. So Nomad Outpost gives us access to all 5 colors at the cost of reducing our odds of finding green in our opening hand. That's tough. That is tough. But we do only need... Yeah, do we actually need the blue? We have 2 Sultai devotees. We do need the blue, but not till a bit later. I think I actually want to trim an island and go up a forest. So then we have 7, 8, 9 green sources, 2 Sagu wildlings. Makes sense to me. So a little light on the removal, but... Well, let's see. Let's see if this deck can get there. Well, we don't have blue, but we do have the Sultai devotees. So this hand buys us a lot of time. Yeah, this is good against aggro, and in the mirror match, we... Yeah, in the mirror match, we have loads of time. We actually have... Let's see, we have black, green, white, something else, blue. Yeah, like we're close to getting a Wooburg assembled over here. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Put some pressure on the opponent. They discarded a Wingblade Disciple. That's kind of interesting, huh? So we found the land. Do I want to attack? Let's send one of these. Play the Relic. Play the Sage of the Fang. Like, we have actually got a fair amount of pressure on the board. We have all of our colors. Now we just need to top deck some stuff that's good. They're way, way up on cards. But they've also got probably all of their colors. Team of Tawny back. I'm not sure we want to attack through that. I think we actually just want to chill. Like, we're now playing a longer game. Because we're not going to get them dead with attacks. Like, their life total is nice and high. They have 6 cards in hand. We need to draw something. They have a Riling Dawnbreaker. But they're going to start attacking me. Kind of annoying. Do I want to save this? Yeah, we can contend with a Dawnbreaker. Okay, Dragonologist. We need to draw our own dragons. They draw a Narset's Rebuke. 5, 6, 7. This is 8. Okay. I mean, I guess anything is good. Any spell is good. Even an untapped land would allow us to sacrifice the Dragon Brood's Relic. Yeah, that's pretty tough. Untapped land would be our absolute best draw. We managed it. And we can actually write a renewal back the Dragon Brood's Relic. Okay. Why not rebuke the 4/4? Interesting. They must have something else to deal with it. Riverwalk technique, sure. Yeah. And it's Frostcliff Siege for us. So we want to write a renewal, play, I guess, a Devotee and a Dragon's Brood's Relic. Do we want to shuffle these in? Maybe just the Sarkhan's Resolve. So let's get back the Relic. Let's get back a Devotee. What's down here for them? I think I would rather just have this back in my library, and we'll leave it there. Spectral Denial, a little bit too late. Is it worth playing out the Frostcliff Siege or holding up counter for 4? It's pretty rough. They're probably just going to use the Temur Monument. +1/+0, Trample, and Haste. Let's play this out. I actually don't know which side I want, though. We do have Spectral Denial for X = 2. Yeah, removal spell is really good there. So we have white, black, green, blue. We have red, white, black, green, blue. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So another untapped land would allow us to sack the Dragon Brood's Relic again. That's not nothing. Ugh, a little bit awkward. I guess we just take out the Dragonologist. Now, their attacks aren't great. We don't have a block. They should have just attacked with... Well, they could have traded these off, but... Not having the counterspell up. Unfortunate. What do we do now? What do we do now? We have to draw Armament Dragon. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have the mana to pay for it. Ah, no. We can pay 8. I have to draw Armament Dragon to stabilize this board. Yeah, I mean, I have to take this trade. Ice Climber does not save me, but I'm not dead yet. Oh. Yes, I am. That was really tough. I just felt like we were just a tiny bit behind the whole time. Like, we were just one turn off most of that, of being, you know... Like, yeah, they were just a tiny bit ahead. But it was convincing. It was a convincing lead. We have our main colors and black and white splash. And we can go get red. So we can go and get a mountain, and then we have all of our colors. Mardu Monument. Okay, yeah, let's go get a swamp. Make him 1/1 lifelink and haste until end of turn. Oh, it has lifelink and haste until the end of the turn. Roiling Dragonstorm. Do I want to counter that? I mean, it's a lot of card advantage. Let's turn that off then. Stormbrood. Not great. Because these 1/1s are just a problem. Windcrag Siege. Yeah, we're just not... We haven't drawn any of our, like, 2-drops and stuff. This is mandatory put. So they put the Roiling Dragonstorm on top, but I can put the Windcrag Siege on top of that. I think that's worth it. They put it on top. I mean, this just denies them a 1/1. But it means it's all they can do next turn, probably, because they haven't done anything else. Molten Exhale. I mean, they very likely have a counterspell. So should I wait one more turn? Yeah. Play around Osseous Exhale at least. Okay. So now they've let down the shields. Obviously, we're getting lower and lower. But they have let down the shields. Dragon Brood's Relic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So do I play the Armament Dragon and give it lifelink next turn? This is rough. If they have any interaction, we just lose the game here. The Windcrag Siege has just done so much damage. Yeah, that's all the extra damage they needed. Man, that was rough. Okay, we have some earlier plays this time, so we'll keep this. This feels so bad, though. I got to study up on how to actually draft this deck, because this does not seem correct. Should we get the Ice Climber going? Yeah. Okay, aggressive. But if they're not adding to the board, I don't mind too much. I do need to add to the board, though. Okay, 3 lands off the top. Very nice. Good Inoc Wayfarer. Oh my god, we're just taking so much damage. They double spell, it's a huge problem. So I guess we save this. We leave this up. What? Bullshit. We had no basics left to fetch. How unfair. Yeah, I got to take 5 here. I have to block this if it gets double strike, you know? So we could just play out Armament Dragon. I think that's what we've got to do. And just make it huge. Okay, that's not doing anything right now. Durga Island Dragon. So we could just hold up Spectral Denial. Or we could play another 4/4. They can just chump block every turn. It's crazy. I mean, we can tap this. We can do that as an instant. Okay. Let's wait. Activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers can't be activated, but we have to counter that. Because it means we can't activate our Dragon Brood's relic. Okay, Bearer of Glory. With power 2 or less. So do I want to tap something down? That doesn't feel particularly useful. So let's not just yet. Yeah, I mean, Herd Heirloom is what we wanted, what we needed to sort of push through. So let's play the Forest, play Trample, and when it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. This is a 4/4. Sarkhan's Resolve is actually really nice. Don't care about the Pack Beast. They had an attack there because they had a... Oh, it's 5. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, let's do this. Let's Frostcliff Siege. We now draw loads of cards. We draw 2 cards each time this hits them. Osseous Exhale deals 5 damage. Okay. Lock it in. We draw 2 cards. Molten Exhale is good. Sagu Wildling is good. So we wait. We don't want them to go to combat. I guess they can actually buff this in response. Yeah, so let's just see what they do. Pack piece is fine. So let's exhale this. So they don't get the attack with the Sunpelcure in this turn. And then this is just lethal. No, it's not, because they can just block. Trample. Yeah, okay. So let's give trample to the big one. We're not killing them this turn. Let's just defend our own life total. They're down to 3. Bloombine Regent. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does it matter which one we play? We want to keep up Sultai. We can do that. We could also make... Yeah, killing the Bearer of Glory seems pretty smart. Because them attacking and then buffing their whole team is how they sneak out a win. Oh, of course they get it back. Balls. Okay, I mean, if I lose now, it was just a complete throw. But we have effectively 14 life, 2 blockers. Okay, 10 life, 1 blocker. But now they can't buff their team. We're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have lethal on the way back. Okay, well, we secured 1 win. We're missing blue. But we will keep. Because we do have 2 castable spells. Okay, well, that was a bad draw, but Sage of the Fang at least is big. And next turn we can give it lifelink and hexproof if that ever comes up. Goatee. Frostcliff Siege looks really bad here. Interesting. They make a 2-2, knowing that they can't get through this 3-3. We're just drawing forests. Nothing but forests. All day, every day. Fleeting Effigy. And a Salt Road Pack Beast. Okay. And a second Pack Beast. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're in trouble. I'm fine with this. That at least does something. Okay. And another Pack Beast. Jesus Christ. So we can use this. X equals 1, 2, 3, but then we can't use Purging Stormbrood. Yeah, we have to allow this. We can counter that. No, we can't. 1, 2, 3, yeah, we can't. And now we just lose. Just totally run over. Okay, so here's what we learned. Frostcliff Siege was not worth including. It was more of a problem than anything else. It was not worth the early splash. We needed more removal, we know that, but we really were prioritizing it and just not seeing it. Maybe there was a couple of decisions I would have made differently if I'd have expected to see so little. I think those were the 2 major problems. Like, in the game that we won, I don't know, I felt pretty in control the whole time. I think if I needed this deck to be good, I needed more removal, less splashing, like... I don't get it. Like, because then you're just, like... With less splashing and, like... You're just not playing... The 5-color deck that everybody talks about. I don't know. Maybe it's just really hotly contested. I need to be doing something else. I don't know. I need to figure this format out. Because that did not work. Anyway, that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. So, At least we learned some lessons. That's what we can take away from this draft. And if you want to make sure you catch the next video, then subscribe to the channel. And there will be a new Magic video out. When's this coming? What is it? Tuesday. So yeah, there's going to be one out tomorrow. Because this should go up on Thursday. Or if this goes up on Friday, then it'll be on Monday. You know how it works. Every weekday, Magic the Gathering videos. If you don't want to miss them, subscribe to the channel. That is all from me, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.